Hey everyone, Amy Balzer-Tennant here, the Genealogy Reporter, and it is Genealogy Tip Tuesday. I'm sharing with you some information on private laws and how they may affect your family history, maybe even breaking down a brick wall or two. So I had the amazing opportunity to go and listen to my friend and colleague Judy Russell at the Allen County Library last month. And her lecture, which was titled Private Laws of Federal and State Governments, was great. I learned so much, and I wanted to share the information with you because I found that I had not realized how valuable these records were. And Judy mentioned too that she feels it's a part of the exhaustive research that we do, and that exhaustive research includes checking the private and public laws. So there is a difference between private and public laws. Public laws affect a large group of individuals, an entire group of individuals, whereas a private law may affect only one individual or perhaps a specific group of individuals. Now, there will be both federal and state level public and private laws. And for today, I want to talk specifically about those state private laws. That's where I want to focus this talk today. So first of all, you might want to know what's in it. What kind of goodies could I find? Well, an example of a private law may be something that has to do with manumission, naturalization, immigration, name changes, divorces, and even legitimacy, just to name a few. So you can see that might be some information you've actually been looking for and been unable to find. Well, you might be able to find it in these private laws. Where do you go to get them? Well, a couple different places. First of all, sometimes these state statutes or private laws, which were published yearly, can be found online. You could possibly register or subscribe to a place called HeinOnline.org, and I'll put a link to that in the description below. But it's a wonderful website that allows you to see these digitized records of these private and public laws. And unfortunately, it is a subscription website, but a lot of times, if you're in a big city, the library may have a subscription that you can use or access to it. So definitely want to give that a look if you're in a large area. Even Google Books or HathiTrust might have some of these private laws digitized and available for you to see from home. And so you might, like what I did, put in Google Books and put in a keyword like private laws of Kentucky or California state statutes, something along this line. And you'll be given a list of what is available online. And there will be years attached to there. And I would suggest going into those years that are more within lifetime of your targeted ancestor, and you can then do a search, say by surname or location, like specifically. I found that when I was putting in surnames into the Kentucky state statutes, I wasn't coming up with any of my key surnames, and I thought, maybe I'm just missing some of them. I'd like to maybe broaden that. And so instead, I filtered it down to Harlan County, Kentucky. That way I could see any private law that had to do with somebody or something happening in Harlan County, Kentucky. Talk about a look into the social history of Harlan County in whatever given year that was. It was awesome. It's a great way to do it. So you can do that, like I said, again, on HeinOnline.org. If you have a subscription or if your library does, you'll get a lot more information that way. Or Google Books or HathiTrust. Now, when you find your ancestor mentioned in one of these private laws on either state or federal level, there's more to it. There's supporting documentation just waiting to be gone through. Kind of like when you find a will and you know that there's an probate estate file attached to it where all the other goodies are found. It works the same way. Okay, when someone came to the state or federal courts with the intention of having a private law passed, there was information that they needed, right? There were hearings and affidavits and things of this nature. And so you're going to want those supporting documents. A lot of times you're going to find those in your state archives. So give them a call before you head out just to make sure that that's where they are. But very important to find the supporting documents to the private law that you found about your ancestor. Now, I know that this was a little itty bitty tiny bit of information about private and public laws, and there's a whole lot more for you to learn. So it just so happens that Judy has the same lecture available at Family Tree Webinars. FamilyTreeWebinars.com is a subscription website, and if you are already a subscriber, you can see her lecture for free and even download her syllabus. However, if you're not a subscriber, you can still do a one-time purchase and download her lecture, and I highly suggest it. It is one of the great webinars I've heard and lectures that I've heard. I really enjoyed it. So I'll put a link to that in the description of this video below. Thank you for joining us here on Genealogy Tip Tuesday. We look forward to seeing you again and having you join us for Genealogy Thoughts Thursday as well. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And remember, subscribing to our channel is free. So go ahead and click the button. Thanks for joining us. Bye-bye.